Hey there, yogis. It's Candy. Welcome to your mindfulness moment for this week. So, this week's mindfulness moment is a basic body scan. So, we're gonna go systematically through the body, kind of piece by piece by piece, so that we intentionally relax the muscles in those areas, right? So, we're gonna first check in, and then we'll try to imagine relaxing. So the first part is, of course, to get yourself seated or resting in a position. Now you can lie down and do this if you like. I am sitting on a couch, cross-legged, but you could also sit with your feet resting on the floor. So you just want to be comfortable so that there's not any sort of nagging or pulling, so the muscles in your body don't get grouchy. And if your back needs some support, you could always stick a pillow under your back, behind you, and lean back into your chair or your couch or whatever you're sitting on, with a little bit of extra support like that. So a little bit of lumbar support might be useful. All right, so get yourself set. And then we're gonna take a moment and just connect, right? So what we're talking about when we pay attention to the body is a skill that's called interoception. And interoception is largely how our parasympathetic nervous system works. So the body sends messages back to the brain, and that's interoception. Our ability to know where we are in space is called proprioception. And so what we're looking at is trying to build our skills on noticing how our body feels. So if initially you don't really feel anything, don't worry about that. Keep progressing in the way and keep imagining that you could feel it, and just feel whatever's there. It might not be anything at first, but slowly over time, you'll build these neural pathways that'll help your body communicate back to your mind. If you've not built those pathways, or if you're older, sometimes we lose neural pathways that we don't use. And so we're going to just rebuild those. And what happens when we build these neural pathways is it helps strengthen our parasympathetic or relaxation response. So it's a worthy endeavor. So take a deep breath and let go with a long exhale. And if you can breathe in and out through your nose, do. If you can't, breathe in any way that works for you. Just try to keep the breath smooth, rhythmic, and easy going. And so we're going to start at the top. Okay, so we're going to bring all of our awareness to the very top of our head, the very crown of the head. And you might immediately notice like how the hair works. So if there's a little bit of a breeze, you might feel the sensation of the hair moving. Or if your hair is pulled up like mine is, you might feel kind of the sort of weight of where the hair is adjusted to. And then try to notice beneath the hair, the scalp, and the muscles that form the head, right? So we've got the skull itself, but then there's muscle that lives all around the head. So we're noticing kind of down to the forehead and along the sides of the head. Now notice the muscles of your face. And we're just going to try to relax all the muscles around the eyes and the jaw, the mouth. And then come to the very back of your skull, right where the skull and the neck join. And make sure that your sense is right at that joint. And allow yourself to then trace down the back of the neck. Notice your shoulders. They might, upon being noticed, you might notice some tension, so that might immediately invite you to relax them. Notice the muscles in your upper back. Notice the left side and the right side. And notice any differences in the two. Is there a difference between those? Now come to your left side and come down your arm, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, and the hand. Notice your left chest muscles. Feel the center of the chest, and the breastbone. And notice the right chest muscles. Notice the right hand, the lower arm, the upper arm, and the right shoulder. And come to the center of the back, just below the shoulders, to the low back. Sweep your awareness around the sides of the waist to the abdomen. Notice the pelvis. Bring your awareness over to the right hip and buttock, and the left hip and buttock. Is there a difference between the two? Notice the left thigh, top of the thigh, and the back of the thigh. Left knee, lower leg. Feel the calf muscles. Try to go in there and feel all of the layers of muscle in your calf. And feel the left foot. And then the right foot, and the right lower leg. And again, dive into the muscles in your calf. Feel the back of your thigh and the top of your right thigh. And back to the pelvis. And now we're going to feel the whole body together. Just notice the overall quality of your whole body. Now gently come to the breath. Did noticing your whole body change the way your breath feels? So you can do this anywhere at any time. Thanks for joining me for your weekly mindfulness moment. Bye, yogis.